Did you know that ancient lore tells of a mountain soaring through the sky? In the blood-soaked battlefield of Lanka, an eerie stillness descended. Ravana's son Indrajit had unleashed a weapon that left Rama's beloved brother Lakshmana mortally wounded. The two brothers, both sons of King Dasharatha, lay senseless on the ground, and the monkey warriors who had shaken the gates of Lanka were suddenly leaderless. Sugriva, Angada, and the other chiefs were stunned. As panic spread, Vibhishana, Ravana's exiled brother, aligned with Rama, called for calm and turned to their most powerful ally, Hanuman. Jambavan, the wise bear leader, reminded Hanuman of his limitless strength and told him that only a miraculous herb could save Lakshmana. This set the stage for one of mythology's most extraordinary feats. What if your brother lay dying and the only cure grew on a mountain hundreds of miles away? Jambavan explained that Lakshmana could be revived only by 4 luminous herbs growing high in the Himalayas. He described a brilliant mountain nestled between the peaks of Rishabha and Kailasa, ablaze with medicinal plants that illuminated the 10 directions. On its summit, 4 supernatural herbs: Mata Sanjeevani, which can restore the dead; Vishalyakarani, which extracts embedded weapons and heals wounds; Suvanakarani, which restores one's original complexion; and Sandhani, which can mend broken bones, shone like embers. Hanuman was instructed to fetch all of them immediately. The task was urgent. Without the life-giving plants, the prince would die and the war would be lost. How far would you go to save someone you loved? Would you leap across oceans? Infused with strength by Jambavan's words, Hanuman sprang into action. From the summit of Lanka's Trikuta mountain, he launched himself toward the north, crossing the boundless ocean. His body swelled with power, and he traveled with the speed of the wind. He raced along the orbit of the sun, making such a roar that even the dwellers of Lanka trembled. Flying with a velocity likened to Garuda the eagle, Hanuman reached the Himalayas. There he saw the gleaming peaks of Kailasa and Rishabha, hermitages of sages and the abodes of deities, and finally, the herbal mountain glowing like a beacon. The ground was covered with rare plants, and the air was perfumed with wildflowers. He landed among cascades, caves, and forests, and began to search for the herbs promised by Jambavan. Imagine reaching your destination only to find the treasure invisibly hidden from you. Hanuman scoured the summit, but the very plants he sought refused to be seen. According to the epic, the herbs sensed that someone sought them and vanished from view. Frustrated and angered, the son of the wind roared so loudly that the mountain itself trembled. He rebuked the mountain spirit for withholding its life-restoring plants and threatened to smash it to pieces. In some local legends from Uttarakhand, villagers of Dronagiri say that Hanuman disguised himself as an old sage and asked an elderly woman to reveal which mountain held the Sanjeevani herb. She showed him the sacred peak, and Hanuman tore away its right flank, leaving the villagers furious and prompting them to ban women from worshipping the mountain. Whether through divine concealment or human secrecy, the miraculous plants remained unidentifiable, and time was running out. What do you do when you can't find a single healing plant? If you're Hanuman, you rip out the whole mountain. Refusing to be defeated, Hanuman made a decision that defied imagination. He seized the entire peak of the mountain, a summit studded with trees, elephants, minerals, and even gold. In a flash, he uprooted it, frightening celestial beings and demons alike as he rose into the sky. The peak in his hand blazed like the sun. Even the sun god thought a second sun had appeared beside him. Witnesses compared him to Vishnu, wielding a flaming discus, because his figure with the mountain mirrored a god holding a weapon. Monkeys on the battlefield roared with joy at the sight of their hero returning. And Hanuman himself bellowed a triumphant roar. According to folk traditions, people from the Khasi hills believed the seeds and medicinal plants dropped from the flying mountain onto their land, blessing them with fertility. Yet in Dronagiri village, Hanuman's act is remembered as an unforgivable mutilation of their mountain deity. Before we see whether Hanuman can save Lakshmana and change the fate of the war, take a second to support the channel. If you enjoy discovering incredible stories from Indian mythology, make sure to like the video and subscribe. It helps us bring more legendary tales of gods, heroes, and ancient mysteries to life. Now, let's continue Hanuman's impossible mission. Can a simple scent bring the dead back to life? Hanuman landed back in Lanka with the mountain still clutched in his hand and respectfully saluted his comrades. When Rama and Lakshmana inhaled the fragrance of the herbs emanating from the peak, their wounds vanished and their strength returned. All the other wounded monkey warriors rose up healed as well. The miraculous recovery restored morale and turned the tide of war. In some versions of the tale, the divine physician Sushena prepared a potion from the herbs to revive Lakshmana. Either way, Hanuman's act became a metaphor for devotion and strength. He did not stop to question his ability or worry about failure. He simply moved a mountain to save a friend. What does a flying mountain teach us about devotion, science, and ecology? Hanuman's mountain-lifting feat resonates far beyond the battlefield of Lanka. In Hindu thought, it illustrates pure devotion and unwavering selflessness. The act underscores faith in nature's healing powers and acknowledges that plants possess the ability to restore life. Scholars note that the story also hints at the importance of herbal medicine. The 4 herbs had specific roles, from reviving the dead to mending broken bones. Modern botanists continue to search for a real Sanjeevani. Candidates like Selaginella bryopteris, the resurrection plant, have remarkable regenerative properties. Meanwhile, Ayurvedic tradition uses Sanjeevani as a term for rejuvenating formulations and reminds us of the value of biodiversity and conservation. Cultural memories also diverge. In Dronagiri, villagers shun Hanuman for ripping their sacred mountain, while the Khasi legend claims his flight scattered seeds and medicine over their hills. Across these narratives, the flying mountain remains a powerful symbol. It challenges us to believe in impossible feats, trust the healing wisdom of nature, and appreciate the cultural diversity that arises from a single ancient story.